Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Air Force Falcons taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Falcons offense will take the first swing of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Caught behind the line. It's Lyle. Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
Makes the catch. It's Everett.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get them.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. And with that, here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Everett. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Finds a crease at the 20. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Falcons will hustle to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Broncos! Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Finds his man. It's Lyle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lyle. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a...
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking down the middle. Finds a man by himself. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown. On the double. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Everett. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. All wideouts, no backs. to the air on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's caught inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too. Put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, he makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense. And what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Snap it to the back. Quick spin on the run. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Falcons have this offense rolling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the run. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw.
Touchdown, Air Force! And the... And the Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Lyle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
That is a...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Falcons! And the... So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. He's got it. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in. On the ready? They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. It's on target and complete. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. That was like bouncing. After the